We still haven't gotten to it yet.
Are we going to this session?
Probably.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, that depends on what you guys do. Because, well, we'll get there when we get there.
Yep.
But yeah, your guys' evening winds down a bit. Again, Alessander and co arrive back. It's around 7:30, apparently. You guys already debriefed with him, and so a couple of people, the dude bros of the group. Altani is a dude bro. Do remark that Delvin's kit does look cool.
Hell yeah.
Like they go around him. It's like, dude,
Bro!
you look. Altani goes up to him. And is like, you look like an entirely different person. Oh, he awkwardly rubs the back of his neck. Thanks. Nope, never mind.
So two different things.
And appearance
I'll fill you in
and
there.
body language different.
I think the first thing that Alessander says as he comes back in the camp is everyone all right?
Shaking.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Silas, I trust you to give me a concise report. What happened?
Why do you trust me?
All right, so Joe, what happened?
It, the wolf in sheep's clothing took on the appearance of Chaplain Fabian over there, and he took that personally. And now we have whoever this is here. Point to the unconscious dude.
We do know that's Richter, right? Because we saw him in the flash.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Sajar wasn't there, unfortunately.
Sajar wasn't
That's
there, but
true.
he
I'm
was
dumb.
debriefed by the rest of you.
Yeah.
So
And it would have
I think
definitely
it's
come up at the
50-50.
time.
it's 50-50. I mean, you probably know who it is now, at the very least.
If anything, we probably mentioned it's like, this is Richter. He was the detective looking into the creature.
And we know it's not some part of the creature. To which I think March would say, gesturing towards Sloane.
Nope. I mean, yep. We know it's not. We know it's not.
That's the important part.
It.
It's him, Whitelock. I
It's
forget,
hard
has-
everything.
Has Alessander seen Sloane? Yeah, he has seen Sloane.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is,
I was about to say, what the hell is even that?
Has Alessander mentioned
Be
his
a
last
coward, say it
Some-
anyway.
Someone didn't grow up on fairy tales.
name? Literally. Did Alessander mention his last name? I can't remember.
Mention what?
Has
he
Alessander said his
introduced
last name
himself
with
as
March
Whitelock.
around? I couldn't
Yes.
remember. Okay, cool. Just want to double check that.
Introduce himself. Well, I'm glad everyone's all right. And I'm glad we all made progress. On the investigation as well. Gesturing over towards Delbert.
You could see him cranking, like charging, like they're like the fucking flashlight in Metro.
Mhm.
The antimatter core.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not be within like a couple of inches of that thing when it's doing that sort of stuff, or else you hear whispers. It's really cool.
What
It's
are
really
your
cool.
whispers?
But terrifying.
It's really quiet, and otherworldly, but you know it doesn't give away your position. You just have to be close to it. It might also
similar-
radiate you and give you cancer.
Oh, swag.
Last
how
time I
close
heard
give it to
whispers,
the
I learned
wolf.
how to make a little creature.
You don't want this one. You don't want this one.
Hey, how close does it look to Valdez armor?
50%. Materials are way different.
Right.
Style is also a bit
Access
different.
and everything. Okay.
Style is
Well,
also
he-
a bit different, but a lot of the core chassis is very similar.
Right. You could see that it's like similar designer, different stuff. Just different stuff going into it.
Correct.
Interesting. Interesting. I don't think she's gonna have a comment on it. Alessander was saying stuff.
Oh wait, hold on. Tolos needs to be over here. She's not a dude, bro, but
But she's checking them out anyway.
Oh yeah, for different
Hell
reasons.
not checking. I mean, Tolos is like.
Look,
Hold on,
Tolos can be
I
checking
didn't
them
mean
out.
it that
We
way
get it.
either. You can check out someone's gear, check them out without checking them out.
Morgan's gonna be like there. She's not like surrounded.
And they're
Yeah,
gonna shove him and take his gear.
Technically,
We jump. Just hear like snapping of fingers.
Who's this naked man in my camp then?
That is Richter.
Henrietta's husband.
Correct.
Tvenya's father.
Sabrina's
The one who
cohorts.
discovered the whisk first, by the sounds of it.
I see. You alive and well?
Alive?
Well, soon. He can recover. He's exhausted, to say the least, but nothing seems physically wrong.
We don't know what kind of mental state he will be in if he does wake up.
Going to say we found him like this, and well, here he is.
Well then, looks like we just got ourselves a new and valuable ally.
Boy, did we.
By the way, March, you're in my spot.
They start wrestling for it.
Get the oil.
The oil.
Yeah, just rest. Anyways.
In the mud.
No.
We'll let him have his rest for now, but... Any idea when he'll wake up?
Looks at medically inclined people.
Yeah, let me roll for America and Kasai right now. They are your guys' designated healers.
The med squad.
America much more so now that she's an augmenter, so. Plus 7 medicine versus medicine is wisdom based, so
It is.
Kasai's probably better.
Oh, yeah, she
Load,
would be
damn
better
it.
now, wouldn't she?
Load. Yep, she is 2 better.
Augmenter is... What's its core stats?
Shiftable.
Ooh, right, yes,
That's
yes, yes, yes.
choosing-
That's the what you pick.
Vishdom.
Holy, 22.
Damn.
Kasai makes her way over to you guys because you guys aren't super quiet. Yeah. She makes her way over to you guys. That being said, Morgan, roll me a perception.
I can toss one of those down one real quick. Perception. So anyways,
You feel a tap on your shoulder.
if she looks over the other shoulder to see if someone's doing the tap one shoulder, stand on the other side thing.
You see Amber.
I knew it.
Yeah,
What's
blind sense doesn't mean you automatically detect everything within 10 feet of you. Let that be known. It just means you can detect without use of sight. Which means if she stealths up to you, you can still be unseen. Also, what is that? What's that background?
Is that on mine?
Nay, not.
Oh, we're hearing a slight echo.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't be. Well, it shouldn't have been me because I had my mic muted, like on my headset. I'm sorry.
I heard it from
stepped
you
away.
anyways. So,
It was like a
so
step.
it's all good now. Yeah. So you do turn around and see Amber, and she just holds out a hand. Can I see that mask, the visor, Varric gave? I want to debrief him.
That's wise. She would dig it out of... Where would she keep that? Probably just keep in the... that's a little too valuable to keep in the bag that someone might just steal randomly. Yeah, she get it off her person. And hand it over.
Thanks.
Be in its own location, I don't know where though.
She begins walking off of it.
It's really March token.
So, yeah, Kasaya makes her way over to you guys and gives you guys the medical rundown. He is alive, and that is not surprising to hear, but not unwell, but not well either. He will need some time. We are using assorted ways of healing him. Normally, or she thinks I had to say it in common, naturally. Sort of like alchemy. Accelerated healing. Use too much magic and we might cause more problems in the long run. And we have time.
Relatively, I suppose.
Do we?
We are
We do.
resting for the rest of the evening. No? Or do you guys want to
Yes.
go chasing after it?
If that's all the time he needs, then yeah.
It'd be unwise to go after it now. For now, we need to consolidate what we know. Try and see what sticks. Who has the Richter's journal? You said you deciphered it.
Looks over to March. March has it still, right?
Yeah.
March has the deciphered one, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Perfect.
he's over there. T-posing. I'll get it
More
from
like
him
a
then.
Y pose.
There's a bunch of bullet points with like. So I guess
Features.
he'll grab Anushka for this, but he does just want to go through it and like sort of go over its weaknesses, its abilities, things like that Richter has figured out. And
Well, unfortunately, Richter's investigations aren't as combative as you would hope.
right.
He's not much of a fighter.
He's a lover.
I mean, that's very, very true. Yeah.
He's a hunter of
And if-
man, not of
That
beast.
That being said, he might still have some valuable insights
He might.
once he's awake.
Oh,
So-
you know what?
Actually, at
7,
23,
12 hours.
he'll probably be awake after you guys' long rest.
Nice.
Because if you guys just like chemically induce accelerated healing coupled with
Less
maybe
restoration.
some lesser restorations to target prominent issue points, yeah, it should be pretty fast. And
What if we just slap him really hard?
you guys would probably
Maybe
hear
don't.
Blair and Vincent talking. Vincent more particularly wondering if the thing will come back, and Blair is just like, if it comes back, we have him. And she throws a thumb at Chaplain Fabian, who's still pissed at it. Oh, yeah. Take that fly. Let's hope not. So, the evening is your guys.
I think Alexander will go to March unless someone has something they want to tell him.
Up to me.
Yeah. As long as Kasai isn't around, Silas will debrief you on what the city crew found going on with Kasai.
Even if she is around, you can pull him aside.
That's what I mean.
Get rid of the whole camp.
You guys do spot Amber talking with Chaplain Fabian and her uncle.
Uncle Dunkle.
She has probably called him that sometime in the past.
No, she
Yeah.
respects him too much for that.
Aww.
I
Not
would
even
probably
as a
call him
child.
Pat was probably calling him that. Well, as a child, she idolized him as a hero, worthy of respect.
I see.
As a young adult, she still idolizes him as a hero, worthy of respect, because he's literally saved the world. So yeah. So yeah, you guys go off a ways away from Kasai, and Alexander, you get debriefed.
Mm-hmm. Does South just tell the whole thing, or?
I don't think they'd have anything to keep from you, so yeah.
Then I think Alison will just say to them, "Thank you for bringing this to my attention," and I suppose I'll have to thank Isadora as well. I'll have a word with her. I did notice something was off with her back in town.
Really?
Thank you. She just seemed irritable about some topics is all. I want to get to the bottom of it.
Well, keep us in the loop. Please.
Always. And he moseys on back in the camp.
Alright.
You can mosey on back.
You just cowboy walk.
Yeah, you return back to camp. Roll me an insight when you come back, though, Alexander.
Gladly,
Do it with advantage.
with advantage, gladly.
Advantage.
Avantage.
Ugh.
Kasai does seem more normal now,
Mhm.
coming back in. I don't know if that's something that would assuage your fears or elevate them. I'd leave that to you. But yeah, she does seem a bit more chill.
Yeah, I got that vibe when she was talking about Richter's condition.
Much more Alice, mother hen sort of vibes.
Yeah. I think he'd sidle up next to her and level impaired right her head and say, "What's wrong with you?"
The only way a man can ask a woman what's wrong with her and get an answer.
She goes, "Noth-
Stimulate.
she goes, "Nothing, I'm fine."
That's what Fabian should have used as a divine word against the Whis.
Dissimulate.
Dissimulate.
So yeah, he'll sidle up to her, hands on his belt, give her a nod. I'm glad to see we're making progress.
Yes. I think a major breakthrough just happened. Although definitely had she holds at like her chest, like a clutching her pearl sort of manner. Did startle us.
What did?
Seeing the monster so close to us in the middle of our camp.
Well, I mean, I understand your concerns, but look around. Woe be to anything that finds itself in the middle of this camp and call itself our enemy.
She smiles brightly at that. And she closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. Yes, you're right. You could feel Hebe's warmth at her hip, just being a bit brighter, a bit hotter.
He smiles at that for a moment before fades away and says, "Glad to see you're feeling better."
What do you mean? She tilts her head at that. Better.
You just seemed a bit, for lack
Yes.
of a better word, snippy back at the outpost. And
She thinks about it for a moment. I might have been frustrated on our leads, or lack thereof. I don't know.
seemed like more than that.
Well, there's nothing else I can say. I'm sorry.
It's nothing to apologize about. I'm just making sure everything's all right with you. I heard you disguise yourselves in town.
Yes, she says after a healthy pause.
Nods a few times.
She gestures at the little lantern at her hip. Hebe said that he can do it. And we did.
How long's he been able to do that?
Hebe's never done it before, but I think... No, I know. We're more powerful now. More connected to... She looks up. The divine.
Right. I mean, we have two holy servants of the exalted Lord himself in our camp, so I would imagine we are.
She nods at that slowly. Yes. By the way, she looks towards Delvin's direction, where Zol is like still checking out, going like, dude, that looks it. Yeah. Good job with Delvit. I don't understand what that new armor is, but it looks good. Powerful. Strong.
It's something to be proud of, is all. I think
You talking about the armor or your son?
My what?
Your son, Alessander. Don't pretend like you don't know.
I didn't raise the boy.
I would disagree. You've been there since he's started his actual life outside of the cradle. I would say that is you raising. It might have been delayed in time, but it is still a new life for him. And you were there. She interjects you.
Roll it then.
She will, and she gets girlfriend advantage. No. That ain't Slan. That's Capra. That's Cap.
I mean, I'm gonna roll deception. I'm gonna get boyfriend disadvantage.
Shit.
Holy shit! I don't think she gives me.
No, she does not give you guidance.
So
Lighter.
18 versus her initial 19. He's choking back tears.
She like leans on you, puts her head on your shoulder. You did good.
He did great. I'm just happy I was able to help.
She smiles. Once again, that warmth resurges from Hebe, but she didn't say anything beyond that.
Then they'll just stand there for a bit, watching all the dude bros gush over.
It gets maybe too much, but it gets to the point where Zol actually picks up Delvit. It just like holds him, like bench pressing him, like however, please stop.
He's deceptively light.
He's really light, all things considered. Vaso just like is chuckling himself. Just think of it as training, Delvin, on maneuverability in your new armor. I don't know if that's really valid. Can't hear you up there. Just benching him up, holding him up and down like on a strongman competition. Yeah, given that Zolf has like 3 features which increases his carry capacity, I'm pretty sure he could like easily bench Delvit and then some.
As he's like benching Delvin above his head, I think Alessandro will just shout, "Hey Del, activate the poison barbs if you don't let you go."
The what?
He drops him.
He does. Ow.
Ooh.
Don't worry, kid. We'll teach you how to roll with a fall. What does that even mean? Vassal thinks about it. It's hard to explain. We'll get there when we get there. So, later in the evening, don't worry, dinner is made by Blair, and just giving it out to all of you. But after dinner, Amber does like
the pickled items we provide.
No, she does not. She does not trust them.
Ah, fine, that makes sense. They've been in there abandoned for 7 years.
No, that's not the part that concerns her. The part that concerns her is that the whisk was in the same room as that.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense, actually.
Yeah.
Oh no, not honey in my pocket!
Pickled and preserved foods are pretty common in the twins. That's not her concern. It's the exposure to the opposing force.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's the problem. Is there a low risk on that? Yes.
It is still a risk.
But there's still a chance. So no. Besides, you guys have so much like freshly available food here anyways. That gets the green light on not being a monster in disguise, right? So yeah. At your dinner, dishes are being cleaned and so on and so forth. Amber does round you guys up. Hey. Got some news for you guys.
Alright.
I debriefed with Varric and she gives you back the visor, Morgan. And he says he might have some help coming our way.
Fantastic.
Any details
Did you
on what it is?
In specific?
That's... She thinks about how to say it. She turns on her heel and sort of shouts, "Chaplain Fabian? A word?"
That's the most unexpected option.
He gets up and walks over. Good evening, good company.
Evening.
So, the
Nod.
good chaplain here is going to help us. And before you guys start rolling your eyes, let it be known, I didn't pitch the idea. She throws a thumb at him. He did.
At Fabian or Duncan?
Fabian.
Okay.
Duncan can't help you guys.
Well, I
Okay.
suppose it's only right after he potentially ruined the entire operation.
I'm well aware of my inadvertent interference. I will help you right the scales. And in doing so, let myself cling of this involvement. If this wolf in sheep's clothing continues to assume my form, then I will help you on such. But I have my doubts. Given. He looks towards Richter's direction. What transpired this evening?
Alright. Well, you're doing your position proud, whether you like it or not.
There is no disdain or dislike in me helping you. You all might see me and my force as enemies, and many of our force see you as similar. But I am well aware you are here on mission, on quest from my chosen deity. I cannot supersede the will of the divine, nor will I bother going mad trying to read their will. You have my respect, and my apologies for interfering. So, he looks at Amber. He just gestures for her to continue. Right. So, I was thinking that from what happened in the journal, that this place's charter is sort of bullshit, right?
Right. Makes sense. Checks out.
What if we overruled it? And who better to overrule it than a lord? And who better than a lord than the house of him? So I told Varric.
Oh. And
All of you roll me insight, by the way.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let me go throw one of them bad boys on wind. Let me not praise a lot today. Morgan, you
Nice.
dumb bitch. I almost want to use a Mega Inspiration Muffin for that.
You succeed anyways, so.
Oh,
Is this conversation quiet right now?
No. Damn, you all succeed, because Amber does not get guidance. The one time she fails, she definitely had some... She's definitely like a catalyst, but a lot of this plan is not from her.
I don't say anything.
It probably came from Varric.
right. It's just like, man, I wish we could do something here. And he hits her with like this full fucking documentation.
Yeah, he's just
of an
like,
idea
I
he just
got
had.
you. I got this planned out from the beginning.
The game was rigged from the start.
Yeah, the game was rigged from the start.
Morgan does her best to not comment or think about that at all.
She will not comment on your not commenting. Anyways,
Excellent.
No one says anything ever.
exactly. The rest of the game, the campaign will be on mute. Anyways,
Damn.
so just playing Kenku. Gotcha, Crash. Anyways, she continues. So, Varric says, with the house's permission, that he can get, I guess it's an edict or a writ, or she looks at Chaplain Fabian. It would be a writ. A writ up here that will give us some authority.
Okay.
But if the good old guard captain is in as deep as we've been thinking he has, that's gonna be a problem. You know, sort of
Local
like
power
secession problem.
Right. It's local power
Right.
versus entire, well, I guess provincial higher up power.
That being said, she looks at Chad and Fabian. I don't know about you guys, but when he did that spell, she tilts her head at that. Divine will. Sure. She mouths to you guys. I don't know if I believe him.
It doesn't matter if we believe him.
I think that-
Silas gives her a look like, I don't know either.
I think that definitely had some authority behind it. So if he comes into town and declares it for us, I think that has a lot of carry with the local populace. Those of you that succeed, this is part of Amber's plan. She's
Nice.
definitely the more manipulative one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let it be known.
Sounds strategy.
And Fabian's like divine word is like an amplified version of the channel divinity order's demand, which is like everyone within a certain distance of you has to like disarm themselves, like a cop saying freeze, drop her weapon. It's like when SWAT 4, which is one of the best games ever, by the way. It's back in the era.